Hello, everyone. Today, welcome to this interview. We are going to talk about the short speeches in English virtual class and speaking fluency. So let's start with the questions. First, tell me, Anna, can you name objects in English when speaking?
Hello, dear Herman. Yes, almost always, because it's important to mention the correctly name on objects when I speak. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. What about you, Giovanna?
Hi there. Yes, I can name subjectives in English. I no problem. I don't have problem.
Okay, thank you. What about you, Joanna?
Hello, Herman. Yes, I can name objects in English when I speak. I consider that I name them in any context. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Alison, tell me, please.
Hello, Herman. Yes, I can, but sometimes memory tricks us and we forget even the most trivial things.
Okay, nice, nice. And finally, Carlos, tell me.
Well, in my case, yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. Next, continue with the second question. Can you explain your ideas clearly when speaking? Anaí, please.
Yes, I can. It is more difficult for me.
Perfect. Giovanna.
Okay, sometimes, but I usually get a little nervous or confused.
Perfect. What about you, Joanna?
From my point of view, sometimes it depends on the topic that I am talking about and my knowledge of it.
Okay, perfect. Alison, please tell me.
Yes, especially when the topic is captivating for me.
Okay, sure. And finally, Carlos.
Well, in my case, depending on the context, yes, I can.
Okay. What topics are more familiar to you when speaking, guys? Anaí, please.
Okay, in my case, it's more familiar to me talk about learning English or my daily routine.
Okay, nice. What about Giovanna?
Okay, the topics I am most familiar with, like my hobbies, my daily routines, favorite books, for example.
Okay, nice. You, Joanna, tell me.
The topics that are most familiar to me are daily routines, sports, hobbies, movies, show business, and so.
Okay, perfect. Listen.
And for me, it could be almost every topic. It could be about news, weather, and any interest or celebrities even.
Thank you. And finally, Carlos.
Well, in my case, I have different topics that I feel familiar with, but I prefer to talk about movies and music.
Movies and music, nice. Perfect. Let's continue with the next questions. Do you use fillers when when delivering a short speech? Yes or no, Anai?
Yes, because they help us to give a clear idea.
Okay, thank you. Giovanna.
Yeah, usually when I deliver a short speech.
Okay, thank you. What about you, Joanna?
Yes, usually when I deliver a short speech, I think that maybe I use it because of my nerves.
Okay, nice. What about you, Liaison?
Yes, because sometimes it is unavoidable to use them.
Perfect. And finally, you, Carlos?
Yes, because sometimes you use it unconsciously.
Okay, perfect. So the next question is for all of you. Okay, which filler do you use the most? What do you think, Anai?
In my case, I really use fillers. For example, so or okay or that's okay. It's all.
Okay, perfect. What about you, Jonah?
I should feel express speech as well. So, other hand.
Okay, perfect. And you, Joanna, please.
Most of the time I use fillers such as like, and for example.
Okay, thank you. What about you, Alison?
The most commonly used for me is and you know.
Okay, nice. And finally, Carlos.
Well, in my case, I use I use and so.
Perfect. So the next question said, do you use post-it when delivering a speech? Yes or no, Anai?
Sometimes I use post-it.
Okay, perfect. What about you, Giovanna?
Yes, I usually write down words that I have trouble remembering or that I do know.
Okay, perfect. Joanna, please tell me.
I always use post-it when I deliver in a speech because they help me immediately for the topic I am talking about. I consider that they are very useful.
Okay, thank you. Listen, please.
Yes, I do use them because I take it as a support in case I miss any relevant information about what I'm talking about.
And what about you, Carlos? Do you use it or not?
In my case, I don't, but I use it.
Okay, perfect. And okay, let's continue. Do you perform English short presentation in the virtual class, Anaí?
Always, because they always are better understanding of a subject or any topic.
Okay, thank you for your response. What about Giovanna?
Okay, yes, I usually do in my academic activities.
Okay, thank you very much. Joanna, please tell me.
And most of the time to understand a topic and present my semester activities.
Okay, perfect, nice. What about you, Aliasan?
Yes, to make all the knowledge and presentations be more easy to understand and to reinforce our knowledge.
Okay, perfect. And finally, you, Carlos.
Yes, in my case, I also use it too, very often to provide a clear meaning of any topic.
Okay, thank you very much. And this is the last question, okay? So it says, do you feel confident when speaking in front of the others? Anaí?
Yes, but in some case I have nervous, but it's normal in me.
Okay, nice. What about you, Giovanna?
Okay, sometimes I think that it depends on the audience with which it interacts. And it is not the same to speak among friends that in an exposition.
Okay, perfect. And you, Giovanna, do you feel confident when speaking in front of the others?
No, I don't feel safe. I almost always get nervous speaking in English in front of others. I don't feel comfortable most of the time.
Okay, okay, perfect. What about you, Alison?
I think it depends on the situation, and I also sometimes feel nervous, so I have to keep working on that.
Okay, perfect. And finally, you, Carlos, that's the last question.
Well, in my case, I used to feel nervous when speaking in public or with anybody, but I've been working on that situation and I feel confident now to speak in public.
Okay, nice responses. Okay, so that was the end of the interview. Thank you very much for coming and for staying here, and thank you for your responses. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.